So the Sony Vita has been announced 250, and I have to say it's a very good uh, price point for them. I think they had to take a lot of risks to announce this price point, but I think they knew that if they made it as expensive as they would have wanted to make it, it wouldn't have been successful in this economy. No one would buy it. They already have stiff competition against the 3DS. Um, so but my only question is, like, are they running straight into the same problem that they did with the PSP? Um, it's this weird thing where, like, I know PSP hurt the PSP was hurt by piracy. I think the bigger question is now, are we going to run into the same situation with consumers not wanting a portable home console? Part of the reason why the DS is so successful is they have the games are made for portability. Not all of the games for the PSP felt like portable games. They had longer sessions that were harder to get into. If you're on the bus or the subway in Japan or whatever, you know. Um, so it that's part of the problem, and like everyone looks at like the awesome Uncharted gameplay for the PSP, and don't get me wrong, it looks fantastic, but um, I just don't think anyone's interested. I mean, not nobody, but I think a lot of people are not interested in having that portable home console experience. Um, I think graphics are meaning less and less nowadays, especially since the mainstream consumer is now involved with games. Um, with consoles like the Wii proving that people that don't care about games now care about games, quote unquote. Um, so I think they need to make it. I'm not saying make it super casual, but make sure their games are designed for a portable console experience. Um, make sure the checkpoints are real close together. And like, if you have a game like Metal Gear Solid come to your handheld, you got to think like how the cutscenes have a role in those games. Those games always have long cutscenes, and so it's like, how do you watch a cutscene on the bus? With glare, I mean, glare's probably not gonna be an issue, but like you're gonna be rocking headphones or whatever, or like your stop comes and you gotta take that thing out with you and like you're walking around watching your cutscene or whatever. It just really seems like they're shooting for, like I said before, the home console kind of game on the portable media device, and some people may want that. I mean, I think it's part of the reason why the Game Gear way back when uh, sold at all is because there was a niche amount of people that wanted that home console experience on the road. Um, but man, I don't know. I think they're just walking into the same problem that they had before. I think it's going to succeed for a few years, and then it's probably going to start falling off. But it's hard to say. I really don't know what's going to happen. I hope it's extremely successful because I don't know. I might get one in the future, no time soon. I just don't have much of a purchase for handhelds. Like, it's really hard to have an open opinion about handhelds when you don't use them. Like, I used to be way into handhelds, all the way up to the Game Boy Advance. I was very much into handhelds, but since the DS came out and become more casual, and there's not. Oh, that's my phone ringing. They become more casual, and I don't take the bus anywhere. I drive everywhere I go, and if I'm gonna be, usually when I'm thinking, do I want to play my Game Boy or whatever, because my DS went tits up, I send it to the washing machine on accident. If I want to play my Game Boy Advance, I have my Xbox right here, and so I don't know. I don't really have much of a purpose for a handheld, and that's how a lot of people think. So they should probably incentivize people. What can you give someone in a handheld device that you don't have on your home console experience? And I think that was part of the problem with the PSP. It kind of just felt like another home console. Um, and some of the games were stripped down ports of the PS2 games. So I don't know. I think, like I said, I don't have much hope for this thing to have a long life cycle. I'm afraid they're going to walk right into the same situation that they have. It probably will stay afloat. It probably won't cost them money, but um, I hope them. I hope for them the best. I hope that they succeed. But they're going to have to really adjust their marketing technique and the kind of games they're making for the PSP, the Vita, to make it successful against the 3DS. Because the 3DS will take off, I think. I think everyone's like, oh, no one cares about 3D. It wasn't that, successful at the gate. So, and they use that as a vantage point looking forward, and I don't think we can have that vantage point. Doubting Nintendo now is a real good way of setting yourself up for embarrassment in the future. As angry as I am with Nintendo for selling out and going for the casual gamer, I mean, they made tons of money, but that made me angry because I used to love their old stuff and not anymore. I own a Wii. It's been on my shelf for like 2 years now. I think the last game I played on that was House of the Dead Overkill. I mean, that's about it, you know. So I don't remember where I started with all this, but they need to adjust their marketing technique to succeed against Nintendo. That's basically the bottom line. Anyway, that's all I have to say about that.